Hello?
The bank has something I need. Steal it, and your wife lives. The clock is ticking. If they catch you,
I'm going to shoot your wife. I'm gonna do whatever I have to get her back.
I'm coming with you.
What's going on?
You okay? Have they hurt you?
Do you want to see her again?
I need to be told that she is all right and when this is gonna be over.
Hey, I'm Courtney Solomon, director of Getaway, and you're watching BLACKTREE TV, and her hair is awesome.
Courtney Solomon, so excited. I saw the movie today.
Great.
And kudos to you, first of all.
Thank
because,
you.
First of all, you guys finished the movie. Okay? I talked a little bit with the stunt coordinator, and he was telling me the difficulties of it's in the car the whole time. So I'm going to be honest, I was a little skeptical. I was like, this is in a car the whole movie, phone booth. It was in a phone booth the whole time. So I was kind of like, I don't know. When I saw it, it was really good.
Thank you.
And you guys really kept the stunts and the car crashes different, although it was kind of like,
one after the
another.
other, after another. But, that's the thing. He's making him do all of this, which you realize from watching the movie for a story reason. And I wanted it to be visceral and real and not fake, like, oh, you get, one stunt, and then you get 15 minutes and nothing.
Right.
And you get another. This was a ride for your life and for your wife, for his wife's life,
Right, exactly.
They did this tagline, get in, get out, get away.
Yes.
I was like, isn't it a ride for his wife's life?
Right.
I
like
that's
that
what
better,
it.
actually. A ride.
Thank
for
you.
your
All right,
wife's
right.
life.
Hear that?
That
Okay.
rings a lot better. So I want to talk a little bit about, the chemistry between Ethan and Selena. It was very believable.
Thank you.
When you were casting, what made you go, or what made you want to, Ethan is the right person for this role?
Well, the movie is like a hardcore action movie. That's the fun of it. But I didn't want an action star sitting in that car because it's strange. But to me, the one thing about this movie is it's a love story.
Right.
God forbid my wife was anything like that ever happened,
Right.
I would do anything I could, and I think any good guy would do the same thing, and I think any good girl would do the same thing for her man. So that's what it was. And Ethan was like the everyman to me. And then you said something else too. You're in a car the whole time, and you were skeptical. Ethan Hawke can sustain you in a car for that long.
Right.
But an actual regular action star, they usually get a lot of environments. You might not have been so interested. And then Selena, the kid's character, is a complete contrast to him. They would never meet under normal circumstances, these two people. They wouldn't even talk.
Right.
And she was just sort of the perfect contrast, and she wanted to transition and do something a little edgier, and I thought it was appropriate for her, and I knew she had the chops to do it. I just trusted Selena, and I'm glad I did. She's good.
She's choosing the right roles to help transition not only her career as an actress, but also as us watching her grow up. With every role she takes, we're like, oh yeah, she can do that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think she took a little heat for Spring Breakers and whatever else, and I'm not 100% sure why, because that scene with James Franco where he's all right here around her ear and all that stuff, that was creepy stuff. And I thought that she expressed, being a truly terrified girl, because she was a young girl that didn't belong there, and that was her character pretty well in that scene. And that was, I didn't see it until after I'd done this movie with her, obviously, but I was impressed by that scene.
And obviously, there's a potential for a sequel.
We hope so.
Yeah.
If everybody's nice to us, then yes, and if they enjoy the movie, it'll lend itself to a sequel, and then I can promise that we won't just be in the car.
Okay.
We're going to expand into a whole bunch of other cool things, but we're going to stick with this cool format of action that we've created that I think is something people haven't seen before. And I'm going to say it's crazy, but I think it's good crazy.
And why for the voice? You guys kind of kept him. There's really close, tight shots, lips, eyes. We really didn't see him fully until the very, very end. Was there any strategy behind that?
There was a strategy behind that because, we have a little bit of a surprise at the end of the movie, which I don't want to give away. But that was part of the strategy. It was also to keep it more mysterious, he is in one place watching them the whole time, and he set himself up to do this job.
Right.
It's one night, this movie. It's not days. It's not even one day. And it just was more mysterious, and it made him creepier in the car with them. He reminds me a bit of Jigsaw.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
not like with the, but
Right.
I mean, and it's not as extreme, but it is in a
Right.
different way because it's real extreme.
Yeah.
Because they're in way more danger than you could even imagine in this whole movie. Yeah.
And I can tell you the audience reaction from what we were watching is that people were really like the ouch and the So I think that's the CGI. And I feel people don't. For those people that don't understand necessarily what people are shooting with and why this movie might look different, it definitely brings to another perspective. So I'm very excited about that.
Thank you. I saw a bunch of people like holding on to the seats, and that's what I love because the movie's an experience.
Yeah.
That's what I want you to feel. It's almost like getting on a ride.
Yeah.
Have you been to Universal?
Universal, Magic Mountain, all of them.
Right. And so like when you get on a roller coaster, what do?
Hold on for your life and scream.
So if you go see Getaway, you're going to hold on for your life and scream.
Awesome.